Welcome to Comically Comics, your one-stop listen to all things comics. We're talking books, movies, TV shows, video games, and more. I must forewarn you, though, we are a spoilercast, and what that means is we consider all properties, past, future, and present, to be valid, and we will spoil the hell out of them. I'm your host, Michael, along with my two co-hosts, Richard and Jeremy, and with all that being said, let's get started. All right, it is Sunday, February 11th, the big game today, y'all, the big game. Y'all have any... Y'all pulling for anybody? Y'all give a shit? I'm one that doesn't give a shit.
I don't have a dog in this race.
Well, I'm fucking doing this right now. So.
Yeah.
No, I don't watch pro. I don't care about pro. I mean, the only time I do usually do, wow, I just went cross-eyed there. I usually do.
Do?
Yes. Try to watch the Super Bowl, but we're doing the podcast. Like, I don't care today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I like, out here in East Texas area, they got Patrick Mahomes and everybody's like so pulling for the Kansas City Chiefs. And so I just pull for the 49ers to, yeah. So what's the thing, like coming out here, a lot of the people around here are Dallas Cowboy fans. Well, being from Alabama, we were just, they were asking, like who we'd pull for. And we would, what? We really like Jalen Hurts. He plays for the Eagles. We're going to pull for him. Little did we know that was like the biggest rival of Dallas Cowboys out here, apparently. So it's like, yeah. Oops.
Nice.
Oh, well.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't. That is so foreign to me, pro football, that like I just don't even know.
Well, to get us back on track, one of the big things about the big game is the fact of all like the commercials and apparently previews for the first two quarters. And before the game even dropped, they put out a Deadpool teaser. And then Marvel dropped the actual Deadpool trailer like on YouTube right after it.
Yeah.
So I assume if we got time tonight, we're going to talk about that. Y'all want to do that? Or
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You want to do it now?
Oh, do we want to do it now?
Fuck it. Let's do it now.
Oh, shit. Let's do it now. Okay.
All right.
It looks like Deadpool has wished everybody back to life from Deadpool 2 is what it looks like. So Vanessa's back. Shatterstar is back. You've got, what's the little goofy guy? Bill, Bob.
Oh, Pete.
Bob the Builder. Pete. Yes. Peter. That guy.
Yeah. Well, at the end of that, if you'll remember, he like undoes Vanessa's death and goes back and saves Peter from his untimely like death by, what is it? Zeitgeist vomiting acid on him and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think he undoes everything there. So that's why I guess Shatterstar and all of them are back. But yeah, it's Dopinder, Colossus, Shatterstar, Yukio, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Blind Al, Vanessa, Peter, and some biker guy that I have no idea who he is.
Oh, I didn't look to see about the biker guy.
There's like a big fat like bald guy with like a beard.
That's awesome. So the TVA come by, knocking on his door, like literally knocking on his door, and they just like taking him. There's no Liam Neeson though to save Deadpool this time. That would be hilarious though if that was a thing. Like, you know how fucking great that would be.
That would be so weird. It's in the Taken universe as well,
right?
I gotta say the best line is right here when he's like, "Pegging isn't new to me, friendo, but it is for Disney." And he like looks into the camera. I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna love this fucking movie.
Right? So they next off they drop you into a room where there's a character named Paradox, and he's a TVA agent, and he's starting to question Deadpool, and he's like, "You've soiled yourself while you're unconscious." And Deadpool's response was, "Oh, I was conscious."
Yeah. He was like, "No, I was awake."
That's great.
So yeah, that character Paradox, a lot of people were speculating General Dox from Loki season 2 was Paradox. Because that is a character from the TVA, from the comics. Yeah, it's weird that they're like, supposedly there was rumors that Mobius was going to be in the film, but then supposedly something happened and Owen Wilson couldn't be in it or something like that. So that's why like this guy's now standing in. So I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get at least Mobius in this.
Well, I think that Paradox is like a different version of Mobius.
Yeah.
If I read that right, is that?
I think you are right. Like, because to be honest with you, I don't know much about the TVA except for when I read like wikis back when we were doing Loki season 1, season 2. But yeah, I want to say he is like some sort of other version of Mobius.
And there's like a third one as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So maybe it is better though that they did different ones to kind of differentiate.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah.
But
he's maybe that is what they're doing. He's a variant of Mobius.
Yeah, maybe so. I would still love to see Owen Wilson Mobius like hang out with Ryan Reynolds Deadpool.
Yeah.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Yes, it would, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So then one of the lines that was going around Reddit and stuff like that was the title of the new Deadpool movie was going to be Deadpool Saves the Marvel Universe or Saves Marvel instead of Kills the Marvel. And so they make a reference to that, it looks like, to a certain extent, of Ryan Reynolds calling himself the Marvel Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, you know what? Because this is the one actual MCU movie that's coming out for this year. I was like, you know what? He may live up to that fucking to that title, because this hopefully is going to be a shot in the arm for the MCU.
Lots of other flashes. It looks, I can't, like, sometimes he's battling the TVA, other times he's not.
Yeah.
I can't. Is there 2 different TVAs? Are we finally getting that? Because we speculated on that in Loki, but I felt like they squashed that. So I don't know. It's weird. It's odd.
Yeah. The costuming is also slightly different. It's like better looking, in my opinion, than the one from the show, but
it's because of the butt slaps. And zoom in on there. He got a couple of them on good games and whenever he was putting on his suit.
So what I think, honestly, Michael, is that's like another point in time. So like, I think the TVA is going to recruit him, but I think he's either going to fight them at the beginning or maybe at the end when he realizes they're doing something wrong. Because clearly he's in the void. That is the void. Like, we see fucking Eliath fucking eat somebody when Deadpool's like, oh my God.
That's who it is. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it was a purple smoke monster, basically. So that's Eliath.
That has been bugging me. I was trying to figure out who that was, and he was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's it. That's what he said. But yeah, I think I don't think it's 2 different TVAs. I think he's going to either fight him at the beginning of the movie or and we're just seeing that moment. What I'm wondering though, is that location. Is that the location? So my wife thought it was, as well as me, was it the scene from the very beginning of Age of Ultron when, you know, Pietro's like running through the woods and he hits Captain America.
All the snow and stuff?
Yeah. Or honestly, this is more than likely what it is. Is it the first scene in, maybe not the first scene, but it's in X-Men 1 when Sabretooth attacks Rogue and Wolverine in the RV. And that seems more likely since the leaks and stuff have been like he's looking for like his Wolverine or a Wolverine or something like that.
I'll agree with that because the like you said, the leaks of Sabretooth on there, and like we always do, we're just going to spoil shit out of this. And if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. But there was a picture of the Sabretooth from the original X-Men trilogy, that Sabretooth from the original movie, him dressed up.
Yeah.
So I would say yes, it's probably that one. And I remember it being snowy in there as well. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. I like that idea. But I don't think this is going to be that same Wolverine. I don't think this is going to be the original Fox Wolverine or even the second trilogy of X-Men Wolverine. I don't think it's going to be that one either. Only because he does have the yellow suit. He never got a yellow suit in any of that.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't think that the Wolverine that he's going to see is from like any of the X-Men trilogies as well. Because I have a feeling he's going to be like, you know, like, Logan, I'm here. And then like the TVA prunes him somehow. And he's like, fuck. And then he goes to like another area because we see another Logan in a white tuxedo, which is at like
Patch.
I'm assuming they're in Madripoor. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to be.
Gotta be.
I think also, slight spoilers for the movie, it's rumored we may see not only multiple Wolverines, but multiple actors playing Wolverine. I got a feeling that's a setup for that joke. I think he's going to run over there and he's going to go like, Logan, and Daniel Radcliffe turns around or something. I guarantee you something like that's going to happen.
They had the hair and everything. I never saw a strap for a patch or anything like that, but so that better be patched. That better be patched. We're gonna get different. We're gonna get more than just different Wolverines in this movie. We're gonna get different Deadpools in this movie as well.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm just letting y'all know that, like off the bat, we're gonna get Dogpool. Yeah. That's confirmed. There is another Deadpool that's not fucked up, and he's gonna be there. So this is gonna be crazy. Like, I think you need to hold on to your asses before you start, doing the whole multiverse of madness bullshit. But I think this will deliver on an awesome Deadpool movie.
Yeah, I'm excited. The other thing, too, is we see a bald guy, which I'm assuming is Professor X. I was trying to think back on my memory. I'm like, is that from a shot from a movie, or is it actually shot from this movie? But it didn't look like Professor. It didn't look like Patrick Stewart's head. It looked like McAvoy's head. So I'm wondering, are we going to get McAvoy instead of Patrick Stewart?
I didn't notice a bald guy.
Yeah, there's one shot. It's like a silhouette of a bald guy.
Jeremy.
What's the matter, Jeremy?
Shouldn't you notice the bald guys? They're your people.
We all look alike. I don't know what to tell you, especially from behind.
No, not all. Some of them got, like you said, got them little like hot dog rows of hot dogs.
That's true. Yeah, but I'm just saying, you paint a pumpkin on us. I mean, we're the perfect for Charlie Brown. Like, funny.
I think it'd be kind of funny though. Like if I don't know, it just kind of popped in my head is whenever he gets in there to the TVA and he's putting on his suit and everything. Like I really hope that somebody like does a line of like, let's put on the last suit you'll ever wear again.
We'll have a Men in Black reference.
Yeah, they were kind of funny.
Well, so he says something about everything that you know about whatever is all about to change. And I feel like that was a line from some other movie, and I can't remember what movie that was.
I'd have to go. I didn't even pick up on that line. I'd have to go back and watch it. The thing that worries me is like, it says something during the trailers, like everybody deserves like a happy ending. And I was like, I am hoping they're referring to this being truly the last Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie and not Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool movie.
So what I keep hearing reports is that not only is Tobey Maguire coming back and being a lead for Secret Wars, Hugh Jackman will join him as well as Ryan Reynolds.
That's so dumb.
That's the new stuff that I keep hearing. They're gonna be like the multiversal Avenger team.
I'm fine with Hugh Jackman. Fuck the Tobey Maguire thing. Like I didn't mind them when those first came out, but like I know, like too many people have like nostalgia for those movies. Go back and rewatch them. They're not as good as y'all remember them.
Right? They were great for that time period.
People shit on the fucking new Tom Holland Spider-Man. He's way better a Spider-Man than Tobey ever was. I'm sorry, but
yeah, I'm ready to see Tom Holland though in his own. Right. And that was one of the things that was going around as a rumor too, is that people were worried. The rumor was out that they were going to do another like Spider-Man 3, No Way Home, where Tobey and Andrew show back up again.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, no, we just got to a point where he can be like street level Spider-Man with his non-Tony Tech and shit. Like,
it's because it's so like, anyway, I don't want to waste like 20 minutes. It's because it's Sony. Yes. I've heard all those rumors. They're fucking stupid. They don't care. They always learn the wrong lesson. And that movie made $1 billion, and they're like, "Oh, it's because we had Tobey and Andrew in it." And it's like, just stop. You're not anyway.
Another character that I did see in the commercial, and it was only because closed captions were on. So, because that's what I do now, apparently, is with trailers, I do closed captions. But one of the guys talking was Pyro. And so I can't tell if he's the Pyro from the original trilogy of the X-Men movies, but he looks like him. So
I did not. I had the subtitles on as well. Yeah, I didn't even pick up on that.
Yep. And then I think the guy that's with him that's cloaked up, I think that's Toad.
Ray.
So we may get a Brotherhood of Evil Mutants in this.
Ray Park. Is it Ray Park?
Brotherhood of what?
Evil Mutants.
Oh.
What did you think I said?
I don't know.
Jeremy, read a comic.
It's like for some reason it almost sounded like to me like Mjolnir type thing or something. I don't know. I was like, what?
Brotherhood of Evil Mjolnir?
I don't know. It's like, what do you say?
That's Thor 5.
Yeah.
Please, no. Featuring Taika Waititi and Sean Gunn.
Yeah. as Mjolnir. Hey, bruv. I'm Mjolnir.
Is he fighting the axe?
Comic-y pasta real quick. I know we're wasting time here, but we will get to Echo eventually. But every time in the morning when I'm making breakfast and I'm making eggs, I always quote the line from Korg. It's like, hey there, Meek, is that some sort of protoplasm coming out of you, or is it eggs? Because it looks like eggs. I do that every single morning. Anyway. The last thing though for sorry to get us back on track. The last thing I have for the Deadpool is when one of the I don't know, it's like the people in the void. I don't know who they are, what they are. But they open up some kind of satellite dish.
Yeah.
In the background of that is one of the Chitauri Leviathans. It's like a skeleton of it laying in the background.
Oh, cool.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was too busy trying to figure out who that character was.
Yeah.
and what machine they were on, because set photos were dropping of the Fantastic Four mobile or whatever going around, and Toad was on it. And so I'm like, is that Toad? Is he opening up a satellite thing? And what's all this? Is this the Bifrost? Because there's these funky printouts on it and stuff. So I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. And then the big thing they saved for the very end was an actual shadow of Wolverine walking up on Deadpool, which I thought was really, hey, can you give me a hand? And then he sticks out the claws and he's like, oh, never mind.
He's like, I'm good.
I hope he just kind of sticks him in him and picks him up and sets him down.
Well, I think so. We've seen the set photos of that fight. I think this is where he throws him. He picks him up and cuts off his leg and then throws him through another wall or something.
Yeah, we saw him going through a concrete wall, but it looked like he had both legs. So I'm not sure how that'll actually work. And then it's not like his pants leg will grow back.
Yeah.
So that would be funny seeing him walk around with just one pants leg, but at the same time, I don't know. I still love the idea of him cutting his leg off and throwing it at it.
I'm pretty sure we saw that, so I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
That's what it looked like, and I want that to happen somewhat.
This is literally the definition of insult to injury.
What's y'all's whelmings on this?
On Deadpool is I'm pleasantly whelmed, close to overly whelmed. I enjoy them. I'm really looking forward to it. Ryan Reynolds captures that character perfectly, and I love at the end it says that this film is not yet rated. I'm like, yeah, okay, come on. Everybody knows what it's going to be rated. Just put it up there.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be rated R.
Yeah.
It better be.
But will Tinkerbell go over the castle?
Yeah, that's the thing. I really wonder if they'll throw the Disney. Look, I want to know so bad, what Bob Iger thinks, because the moment when he was I'm into pegging, but Disney isn't. I was really Bob Iger sitting in his fucking, I don't know, mansion and being what the fuck? Calling somebody.
Yeah.
I'm overly whelmed. I love all the Deadpools. I was never a big fan of him during the comic book era. Well, I mean, he's still in the comic books, but when he finally became the merc with the mouth, he kind of was obnoxious to me. Ryan Reynolds is born to play this role. He does an amazing job, and yeah, I'm excited. I just hope we get more of him as Deadpool in the future. I just want at least one more movie where he is with the Avengers. I don't need the original recipe Avengers. It can be the new Avengers. I don't care. I just want a scene of him running and he's like, hey guys, or whatever, and something hits him and takes him away. I just think that would be funny.
Well, you saying that now, even more so, I'm thinking he's going to be part of the multiversal Avengers because Paradox brings him in, shows him a screen, and says, you can be one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And shows like scenes of different Avengers on those 3 sets and even the whole team coming through from Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I know that could be all bullshit and them just trying to hype Deadpool up enough to get him to go do the mission. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But now thinking about that, I'm like, oh, is that what that is? I second everything Richard just said. I'm overly whelmed. I have faith in Ryan Reynolds in this product, and he's not let me down yet, even though I haven't seen the PG-13 version of Deadpool 2, and I don't know that why I ever would. I like the unrated one.
Yeah.
I don't like Deadpool in comic books. I don't read him. If he's in there, okay, but otherwise, I just don't read him. But I love the Deadpool movies, and I love Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
His portrayal of him. So, cool. Overly whelmed. Echo, episode 2, Low Hawk, starting things out in motherfucking Alabama. I was so excited about that.
Well,
I was like, what was the point in that? Like,
Moundville.
It's a bit awkward because it's about the Trail of Tears. Like it's about they get forcefully removed from their home land and sent to Oklahoma. So I was just ugh.
So the research that I was doing, which loosely based because it was coming from Wikipedia, don't get me wrong here, but around in the 1200 from what they're saying, that was pretty much their prime.
Right. Yeah.
So Trail of Tears was bad and everything, but right then at that point in time, that was their prime in their civilization.
Right. Yeah.
That was their prime time right there.
But
so
I just remember watching it and I saw because I saw the Alabama thing and I was like, oh, this is what Michael's talking about. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, but she and her family's in Oklahoma. How the fuck did they get from Alabama to Oklahoma? And then it clicked with me. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Moundville's really cool, though.
Yeah,
if you're in the area and you've not gone to it, you should definitely go and check it out. Lots of artifacts and stuff. I know I don't know when it was, and I don't know if it's still going on. I know there was like a lawsuit type deal going on with the University of Alabama and different tribes because trying to claim almost 6,000 remains to different people that are there at Moundville. And it's through like 7 different tribes that are trying to claim those people. There's like 2 separate Seminole tribes, along with the Creek Nation, the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, Chickasaw, and somebody else. But I forget them. I forget them, not forget them. I forget them. Anyways. Yeah, it's right there by, I took some notes, around Hill County, near Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's off the Black Warrior River, so that's probably the river we were seeing right there. I don't know. I was really excited. I thought it was really cool. It's the second biggest of the, what was it? Mississippian culture. And they would actually do like political and ceremonial things there. So really cool. Lots of history. Super cool place to go to.
Yeah.
But I was just super excited. I was like, hey, look, there's so many ties to Alabama in the MCU.
Yeah. There's been 2 or 3 now. So it's very odd because we're not used to that.
Right.
But yeah, no, the thing that I pulled away from all that, actually, hang on. We need to do whelming. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I'm sorry. Because I need to do a recap on the episode of like what actually happened. So I'm just so fucking excited. Like Deadpool in this episode was whatever. Anyways, Jeremy, what's your whelming on this? Fuck me.
Well, just whelmed, honestly.
Okay.
It was, I don't know, like it just ended and I was like, oh, we're already done. Like it just seemed
right.
One, like it was short and also like not much happened really to me that like
fair.
I mean, she blew up the armory area, but that's all that really progressed the story.
Spoiler alert, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. But to me, that's really all that like kind of progressed the story on this one. Like, I don't know. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it that much on this one.
No, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Richard?
Yeah, I think I'm pleasantly pleasantly whelmed to whelmed again from like last week because like there's just things I don't care in this episode. And then they do like a cool action sequence or blow shit up. And then I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I'm back up again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think I even tried to warn y'all last week that it would kind of dive down a little bit. I'm pleasantly whelmed with this. There was more of a build up to the train car scene than I felt needed to be. But as you just said too, this episode went by quick, especially compared to the first episode. First episode seemed to just be way just long, not drag out, but just longer. I will say though, having watched the other 2 episodes, I'm up to episode 4. They all kind of just Netflix stop you to a point where last night when we were watching 3, my wife looked over at me. She's like, you gonna hit the next one? We're doing 4, right? We can't just stop right here. And I was like, okay, let's go.
So one of the complaints that everyone has been talking about some of the Marvel Disney Plus shows is that they feel like a 4-hour movie chopped up into episodes. And from what you're telling me, it sounds like they did that with this again. And I'm like, stop doing that, guys. Come on.
No, I could definitely see this as a movie. This is definitely a movie plot. Where I'm at right now, especially on episode 4, they could have dropped this as a movie. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll probably talk about that, I guess, at the final episode. But yeah, that sucks.
I'm terrified of that. But pleasantly whelmed for me. I think I like it. I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying this so far. So
yeah, I
mean, sorry, go ahead, Richard.
Yeah, you're fine. I just was going to say probably what you were going to say is I'm enjoying it as well. I haven't been oh, fuck this. I don't want to watch this. I was just saying this one, don't get me wrong. Again, I signed up for her kicking the shit out of thugs in New York. And what I'm getting right now is her dealing with family stuff in Oklahoma. Yeah. And I'm I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's certain characters that I like, but others, and I'll get into that when we talk about it. But yeah, I'm just I just want to see her kick people to death. I want to see more of her kicking someone in a filing cabinet.
I honestly was hoping, so I'm going to skip to the train scene because I feel like that's the
meat
biggest,
and potatoes
right of this episode is the train scene. So to kind of give you a rundown on what this episode is out there for people listening, Maya's going to use a train car to send a message to Kingpin's men because she believes Kingpin is still dead because she shot him in the face. I would think somebody was dead too if I shot them in the face, but I'm just saying that is what it is. We've seen that Kingpin is on what looks to be, he's in a hospital.
Yeah.
So anyways, with that being said, there was guards guarding the train. And so I thought she was going to wind up at least having a scuffle with 1 or 2 of them leaving the train. And so my question was, what happened to the guards? Because when she left the train, there was no fucking guards.
They were fucking yeah. I did that. I said, my note first off was, how did those guards not hear her running and jumping to the next shipping container freight car? And then later on, it's where did they go? They just they fucking apparated. They just disappeared.
They both took a piss break, and there was no backup to watch shit over while they were taking a piss. I don't.
Did you get the whole apparated thing?
Oh, good lord.
Me?
Yes.
No, I don't know what apparated. I have no idea what apparated means. Does that mean piss? Is that what that means?
No, it was. I think he threw it in there for me. It's a Harry Potter reference where they just disappear.
Oh.
They just teleport. Basically.
Oh, got you.
I just did it for nerds who are listening to us. I didn't necessarily do it for you.
I'm clearly not that kind of a nerd.
Oh, I thought I was special.
You are, just not in the ways that you think. I'm just kidding.
Well, Jeremy, I'm glad you got that, and I did not. Now I feel special.
I got to get one reference
not
here
the
or
ways
there.
that I think. I also put on there, wait a second. The train car that she's, I know.
It's got them all frazzled.
I'm all fucking scattered here, y'all. But it's going to be fun.
Got splinched.
What?
That's another, no, just keep moving, keep going. Don't lose your train of thought. It's another Harry Potter reference. Just keep going. Just keep it moving. Keep that train rolling, literally.
The train car's number is D9X. I feel like that's a call towards Daredevil number 9, which was Maya Lopez's first appearance in comic books. That's what I think anyways. I haven't looked to back anything up, but
They don't do the QR codes anymore, but that is absolutely what that is, because they did that throughout the other Disney Plus shows. Like license plates would have like a number on it, and it would reference something that happened in that issue.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I liked it on the train car. Like, it was really interesting to me whenever she was first getting on, having everything going, like obviously all of the sounds that we have, and then there for like 30 seconds or something, they stopped it and basically like what she would hear. And I was like, that's just crazy to feel the difference of that, like just how drastically different it is.
The thing that bugged me is she kept having to duck behind those like whatever those light, I don't know what they're called, the fucking light things that'll like decapitate you if you're not paying attention. Like she's deaf. And there's multiple times where she's like looking the opposite direction. I'm like, you can't hear those fucking things coming, so you better fucking keep your eyes forward, girl.
Yeah, I was worried about her book bag. I was like, that, because that second one was pretty low, and I was like, that book bag looks like it's sticking up. Like,
I got
it's not going to take much to snatch you off that train. So I do like what Jeremy's saying, though. I do really like how they're doing all the noises.
Yeah.
I like that it's not the ringing. We talked about that last episode, more of the heartbeat while it's silent. I am enjoying the audio, the way they're doing that so far.
It's called sound design. And yeah, the sound design for this show so far has been fantastic, showing Maya's like deafness. I don't know what the proper term for that is, but
lack of hearing.
What I want to know is, was that Flex Seal? Like when she cuts that, when she cuts the hole and then she leaves, and she like patches the hole. I'm like, is that fucking Flex Seal? What is that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, wait, Billy Mays, there's more. The last thing I had for that was she's fleeing the car after she's done her business. Did y'all know that she was putting a bomb in there?
No, I didn't.
I mean, last week, I like, hand to God, I had not watched this episode. I called it. I said she was going to blow shit up. And I was like, she's absolutely planting a bomb in there.
Yeah, me and my wife were looking. I was like, I don't know what the fuck. I thought she was stealing something.
Yeah.
I did first until Biscuit was like, well, did you get what you wanted? And she's like, what? I didn't steal nothing.
Right. Yeah. That's when we started questioning each other on the couch. And then we were like, she had to have been planting a bomb then. And then shit blew up. But yeah, I had I thought she was stealing something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I did too, honestly. And like whenever she said that, I was like, wait. I was about to rewind it to see if I missed something. But yeah, I'm glad they kind of went ahead and addressed that pretty quickly after she got finished.
I'm glad that she's fleeing the D9X train. She misses and she winds up getting her leg caught in one of the pinions for the trail cars. I'm glad it was that prosthetic leg. I know it's part of the story that it was prosthetic leg, but I was like, oh shit, that's not good.
Yeah.
I don't like what they're doing as far as changing her, I'm going to say this for lack of better words, power set.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, she's more like Taskmaster, where she could mimic people in their style. Whereas now they're bringing this whole Native American story in, which is cool. Like, I don't mind it, but I don't want her to have superpowers. Like, I don't want her to have super strength. I don't want her... And I know it's not necessarily...
To be immortal.
Right. Yes. I don't need another Moon Knight thing going on. So I understand that I understand that she's not like herself invincible and has super strength, that it's like she's channeling their culture, their heritage.
My note was she's tapping into the Avatar state, which is another nerd reference.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it felt like. I was waiting for her to have like a glowing blue arrow on her head. And anyway, her eyes start glowing.
Yes.
But
she's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very weird. I don't particularly like it either, because I'm like, not everybody needs to have superpowers. Like,
right.
Just because we had Hawkeye and Natasha, who are just fucking people. Like, they're just people. They're really good at what they do, but they're fucking people.
And I get that, like, it's hard to show somebody mimicking.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I get, because you have to have somebody that's a formidable foe for them to mimic. And she can't just sit there and have boss battles every time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it's more of just they already did Taskmaster, so they don't want to do Taskmaster again.
This would be a better Taskmaster.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the power set of like she can copy moves is just already been done, which was IB like wasted. But
Right.
yeah,
We can forget that.
I think that's what they're going for. But yeah, I'm with you because like she's supposed to be street level, and like Spider-Man's street level, and he's got like uber strength and stuff like that. But he's also not around a lot of the times because of Sony. And so I don't know. I just don't. I don't like the idea of. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like the idea of if she's going to have like super strength or something like that.
And you've already kind of set a precedent where she's like a really good fighter, just how she handled herself with Daredevil, and they made a big deal about that.
Exactly.
In this world where we're going to get Bullseye, it'd be super cool for her to have an encounter with Bullseye and like kind of getting her ass kicked at first, but then as the fight goes on, she starts matching him. That would be really cool to see. And I know there's not like a Bullseye for however many seasons of something, but just there's different ways of fighting, like you were talking about in a couple episodes back about season 3 of Daredevil, and how that one fight scene with Kingpin, Daredevil, and Bullseye, there's all these different styles of fighting in that one scene. And for her to match those, you know, piece for piece, that would be cool. Strike for strike.
Yeah.
That would be really cool to see.
Yeah, this show definitely needs like somebody who's really good at like fight choreography. Like I know the guy died, but whoever did Shang-Chi, that guy would have been really good.
Man, they need. I know the director for John Wick. He's come out and said he wants to do a Marvel movie. He actually wanted to do Blade, and that's apparently been a no-go or whatever so far. I'd love for him to get a hold of.
Why? That sounds like an amazing idea. Like,
right?
give me John Wick with Blade. Like he just fucking kills vampires the entire movie from the moment go. As soon as the opening credits roll, it says Blade. He's just murking vampires for 2 hours.
Bro, there's so many people though that you could like give me John Wick Daredevil, give me John Wick Echo. Like there's plenty of them out there that would be fun to sit there and watch.
I don't know. I like Daredevil's got more going on for him than John Wick, even Echo, but like Blade, I could easily see him like that just be the Blade movie, is him just killing vampires for 2 hours.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying, I feel like there's other people though that could do it too. So there's always still an opening, I guess, is what that boils down to. So, but yeah, I'd love to see the choreographer from John Wick like come in and do stuff for Marvel. It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
So I can't say any more than that, or I'll spoil something for y'all. And I care about spoiling things for y'all, not so much everybody out there listening. I love you all out there listening, but I have to make this interesting for the next episode.
Oh
yeah. Back on the tribe at the very beginning, I wanted to continue talking about that just for a second, just because I had some like funny comments. It was shot really. Did anyone notice it was shot weird? It was shot with like a weird camera and lens because it had like this fisheye effect. I was like, did they use like a GoPro? Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like watch the edges. It does this like weird sort of fisheye effect on like the edges of the screen. The other thing is, when they were showing that that game of like stickball, it's I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's indigenous North American stickball. There's like a referee, and I was like, did they have referees in 1200 AD? Like, was that a thing?
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I guess so. Just weird because you know when like the two teams line up, and he's like got the ball and he's like holding it, and he goes to like throw it. I was like, this is weird. I don't know. It's just weird to me to think of like referees around like penalty 2 minutes into the box or whatever.
I assume they did dick all unless it went out of bounds.
Yeah, probably.
But I mean, land was on the line. So I assume they did have a referee or somebody get fucking killed.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole first part of it, I was like, this is another one that's just really weird. I don't understand what we're showing this for, and like what's happening here with like that land is based off of this little game, and I don't know.
It was them. Apparently, it was them fighting over that land, but not like physically murdering one another. So they were like settling it using a game. Yeah. And I think it was mostly to show, I can't think of her name, Maya's ancestor was also tapping into the Avatar state. I'm just calling it that because that's what it is.
It's showing a lineage of, and they made reference to it in this episode as well when Maya sees the statue of the first Choctaw.
Yeah,
and how it's starting to help show the lineage of people from that first Choctaw woman. So that's what it's trying to show right there.
Yeah,
and he even made the comment of like the ancestors will help their own descendants, and they're tricky, and you never know when they're going to be there. They'll be there at times. So like he's laying that's all the groundwork showing that like that Maya is from there's a line from Maya back to the first Choctaw.
Yeah.
And how he said that his grandmother there the grandmother Chula had actually traced her lineage back to the first Choctaw.
A couple of things about some of the stuff that you said. First off, Chula, I don't like the grandma. She pisses me off because she's like talking about how like Biscuit's impressionable, and I'm like, bitch, he's like a 40-year-old man. Like he can make his own damn decisions.
Poor Biscuit.
And then in that scene though, when the granddad is talking with Maya about all that, and he gives her the new leg, I wrote down the note. I was like, Maya's granddad built this leg in a pawn shop with a box of scraps.
In like 20 minutes.
Yep.
It seems like.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
The granddad is awesome.
Yeah.
No, he is. I like him. I like the buy the damn thing, buy the damn thing, buy the damn thing. Like, that shit was funny to me.
I before we get too far away from it, when you're talking about the stick ball, I know they would do those shots pointing up in like the ball's view. Man, fuck being the ball. Like, no. That is the most terrifying thing I think I've ever seen in my life. All these people reached over you, slamming sticks at you, and just staring at you like, fuck that. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Apparently Michael discovered a new phobia of him for himself.
Bro, I'm already like a little claustrophobic as it is, and then I see that and I'm just like, everything's closing in and sticks are coming down on me? No. like beating my ass to keep me down?
So apparently to scare the shit out of Michael, you need to bury him with a bunch of sticks.
Fuck no. Oh.
And just randomly coming through the roof there. Just like,
I'm not gonna lie, that terrified the fuck out of me too.
Comic-y pasta real quick. I know we're running with it. I was watching this little TikTok video, and there was a lady that like the elevator started going up and she pulled the doors back and it was like a brick wall there, and she started like shimmying down, and I had to flip up. I couldn't finish watching that shit because it looked like she got stuck, and I was like, no, the fuck no. Like,
that's funny. I'll ask you about something off podcast just because I don't want to waste time. But yeah.
The last two notes that I have about this are I love Maya's sarcasm. Like in later episodes, my wife turned and she looked at me when Maya and Fisk, spoiler alert, were talking to each other. And she's like, are these your spirit animals here? And I laughed because I just think their interactions, the things they say are just fucking hilarious to me. And so from Maya is, she gets the new leg and she says, he tells her, don't run off with it.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I could run if I wanted to. And I'm like, that's great. That's a perfect line there. And then she's eating a Pop-Tart on the roof when the uncle comes by. And he's like, what are you doing? And she's like, eating breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. Do you want something?
Yeah.
Fucking Pop-Tart is the most important meal of the day.
It's terrible. It's just bad, like, it's not even good. Like, there's not even good from what I remember as a kid. They're so terrible tasting now.
I fucking love Pop-Tarts, but I know they're not good for you at
not
all.
At all.
They taste like chemicals now. Like, every time I try to eat one, I'm like, ooh, a Pop-Tart. Blah!
It's probably they started making the Oreo cream with the same chemicals.
I'm telling you. Oreos, and now they're fucking with Reese's too. I'm telling you. Shit's going downhill. I'm going to start having to make stuff at the house. Like, that's the only way I'm going to keep getting fat.
Yeah. I'm taking away all the good stuff.
I really liked, you were talking about the uncle. I like the scene where the uncle is like in the shower and he's like, gets the phone call and then he's like meeting with his people and he's freaking out. The reason why I like it is it's a good way to show that Kingpin, even though he's still technically quote unquote dead, he's still very threatening and that far out, like all the way in Oklahoma, he has an ever like sprawling reach. I just think that's a really cool way to show Kingpin as a threat.
Yeah.
Well, his empire.
Yeah.
You know, like how far the reach he has.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, they've built Kingpin up. I know that Netflix did it first, and they've carried that over smartly.
Yeah.
But to add on to it, 100%, it's awesome. The other part that I like of that scene is I'm glad to see the chick from Encanto got a job with Disney doing this show because she looks exactly like the main character from Encanto.
Oh, does she?
The lady with the curly hair that goes down to her shoulders. Like,
oh, really?
She looks exact. Like I was like, hey, look, it's the chick from Encanto talking to my wife.
I did not even notice her, and I've seen maybe like 5 minutes of Encanto.
She's gonna break out in the song here in a second.
I'm just gonna burn through my notes real quick. There was a mention of Madripoor in this episode as well.
I did not know that.
Or not as well. I was referring to the Deadpool stuff. But anyway, yeah, Biscuits talks about like you don't want to get those Navajo blankets from wherever. He's like they're knockoffs from Madripoor, and I just
That's
wrote
right. Yes,
I just wrote LOL. Is there some sort of like superheroes that are dealing with counterfeit Navajo rugs? Like I just think it's funny for some reason. The other thing
arts.
Is do what now? I'm sorry.
The arts, the broker. She deals with arts.
Oh, good Lord.
The paintings and everything.
Are we ever gonna get anyway? That answered with
No.
What's her name? Anyway,
same as Cersei being kidnapped. We're not gonna get that answered too.
Yeah, I wrote talking about the grandma and stuff, but I was like, apparently all races have some catty ass bitches talking about that like overweight lady named like Nita or something like that, and she's being really catty.
Oh my god!
Towards the
I fucking hate her.
Yeah, towards the grandma. Yeah, we talked about the prosthetic leg. I just was like, it's a good thing she has a prosthetic leg, otherwise she'd need one.
Right.
And then I just think the Biscuits driving past his grandma with the truck is like totaled was hilarious, and it should be a new meme format. I think someone should make that a new meme format.
Nice.
And that is it for me.
Cool. Well, Jeremy, you got anything?
No, like I said, I was just kind of whelmed on this one, so I had all of like 3 notes. So.
Well, y'all come back next week when we talk about episode 3. I think it'll be fun. We'll see what happens. Regardless, come back, please.
Yeah.
Listen,
please come back.
Please don't leave.
In the meantime, Jeremy, where can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitch under the handle Night Fury GTO. It's Night with a K, and you can find me here. And I have not played Spider-Man this week.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I think Jeremy's just trying to wait you out now.
No,
I think it's a battle. I think
can,
it's a battle of the bell and Jeremy.
Oh, I can totally outweight him. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I meant to mention this. My phone just randomly, like my Xbox app keeps notifying me that you're on fucking Xbox whenever you sign on. So I'm just like, is it your kids or is it you? Because you got time to apparently be on Xbox, which I know Spider-Man is a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna spoil the shit out of that game.
I know. I'm planning on playing it this week. But yeah, half the time it's my kid. Like, well, yeah, probably more than half the time it's my kids logging on. Like I get that Fortnite
Did
going on.
Xbox get an update like Apple did, where they like spoil everything for you?
What do you mean
spoil?
Oh, apparently, like the iOS 18, like tells you what you have people's contact, tells them what their contact name are on your phone, tells them how many times you checked on them on the Find Me app, and tells them if you're FaceTiming them, like if you're looking through like a browser or something like that instead of paying attention to them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, apparently that's what I've heard too.
That's just creepy.
I've seen 2 reels now talk about it.
That's really creepy.
I don't have that update, so I don't know. Maybe it's shit.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Richard, where can I find you at?
If you want to contact me directly, I have a X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, an Instagram, and a Threads. My handle is Night Curry, night like day and night, and Curry with a K. If you want to contact us directly, we have a Gmail. Our Gmail is comicallycomicspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to check us out on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics Podcast. And if you want to check us out on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics with an X.
We're so close to that now.
I know.
Deadpool.
I know.
There's actually X-Men.
Yeah.
Colossus is an X-Men, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You can find me on Instagram, eBay, and Shortbox at 22_comics. You can also find me on YouTube at 22 comics. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did making it. And with all that being said, say goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy. Bye.
You rightful bastard.
Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am